listening to New Roads, New Rules, the podcast where women come together to navigate life's big transitions with honesty, humor, and a whole lot of heart. Here are your hosts, Sandy and Terry. Real women, real talk, and ready to ride.
But you're my bestie for life. Yeah, you're the family I choose. Yeah, the best till the end. We can get through this together.
Hey, everybody. Welcome this week to New Roads, New Rules. Hey.
Hey. How you doing, Terry?
I'm good. It's been a week.
I'm sure. I completely relate. I needed this today.
Yes.
Hopefully we'll have just as much laughter on this one than we did the last one.
Right. I mean, I think this week we're just going to keep it, pop culture kind of thing.
I
kind
like
of fun.
pop culture.
Yes.
What are we talking about? Tell me.
We are talking about fame, filters, and fake lives. Like, what are we even watching anymore on TV? Do we even know?
Oh my God. I love this. I love this topic.
I know, right?
Awesome.
I figured it's a little less,
less
heavy.
serious. Yeah.
Yes.
For sure.
Not so much, I ease up on some of that research there.
Okay.
Although I think we've both done enough research on this topic, our own kind of research.
I know.
Right?
I mean, my research is watching this stuff on TV.
Right.
I love it.
Exactly. So I have
to
to ask you something. Like,
Yeah.
thinking back, when did everyone become famous for doing nothing? Absolutely nothing. And they're famous. When did that fucking happen?
You mean
and how did we miss that?
I know, right? You mean because they are breathing on camera?
Right. Exactly. They just exist. They're crying it. You film it. They're posting it. They're monetizing everything. Right.
And why does it feel like reality is optional now? Because it doesn't,
Right. That's
real.
the episode, right?
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about here. Because lately I scroll and I generally cannot tell what's real anymore. It's AI. People are commenting and getting all upset over it. And it's like, dogs really don't talk, people. Let's not get all upset.
I mean, seriously, we survived dial-up internet, and now we're surviving deepfakes, filters, and apology tours.
Oh, yes.
Isn't that the truth?
It is so true. So today we're going to talk about fame, filters, and fake lives, whether we're entertained or does it just overstimulate everybody? Right?
Yes.
Let's talk about the
sides.
celebrity. I mean, there's everything. Let's start with the celebrity cycles.
Okay,
I think it is different now than when it was when we were younger. Can we talk about how fast people rise and fall now?
Oh, for sure. Oh my gosh.
I mean, both of them.
No, crazy. It's crazy. Someone is loved on Monday, then they're canceled on Wednesday, and then redeemed by Friday. It's crazy.
For instance, the Super Bowl stuff, people had very strong opinions about that.
Yes.
And there were celebrities who had very strong opinions about it and were fired from shows,
That's insane. I did see some of that on TMZ or something.
Right. Exactly.
Right. And then I'm it's just really insane. But even that, there were actresses fired for taking a stance on the war, the Hamas and the Israel war. There were actresses fired from movies because they spoke out.
Right.
And,
I mean, everybody has their opinion. Do we have to agree with them? I don't agree with what I heard about the Super Bowl show or, whatever. But, and it's just, and then what makes it worse is now they're coming back with apology videos, the dramatic lighting,
ridiculous.
I'm going to take accountability, then you shouldn't have said it. It's so fake to me, right?
Right. The Notes app apology.
Right. Exactly.
It's always the Notes app, right?
Right.
It's crazy.
It is. And I feel like people in general are addicted to watching people fall.
Right. No, I agree. I think we are. I say we because I think it makes us feel better about our own mess. Sometimes it's like watching a car accident or a train wreck or whatever. You know what I mean? It makes you feel better and more appreciative of your own lives. I think I didn't do any research on it, but I bet you there is some.
No, I didn't allow that this year. This week. I mean,
you were I'm researched out from the last one. No.
Right.
But by the way, Super Bowl, go Bad Bunny. That's all I'm going to say.
I know, right. Do we expect celebrities to be morally perfect? I mean, I feel like people expect that. Like,
why? Because they're celebrities? They're people, you guys.
They're people.
Calm
they're
down.
people.
Oh my God.
Right. And also, but on the flip side of that, like, is outrage the entertainment now? I will say, and I have felt this for many, many years because this is not something new. My sister has a favorite band, who happens to be this famous Irish band, and their lead singer, I mean, they charge a shit ton of money to go see them in concert.
Yeah.
And their lead singer gets on his soapbox and just goes on and on and on and on and on. Now, do I agree with some of the stuff that he, yeah, but I'm not paying all this money for your viewpoints. Sing the fucking songs. Like, I feel like it ges to be too much sometimes.
So we're not celebrities, so
no, we're far from it.
Isn't that funny that I have to say that? No, we're not celebrities, so we don't really know. But I think like when it comes to social issues or political issues, it's really easy for somebody that has a large reach to think that, okay, I'm going to use my platform for quote unquote good.
Right.
When not everybody believes what you believe. You know what I mean? So I think that I get it in a way that the celebrities are wanting to use their platform because they do speak to millions of people. Do I want to hear it at a concert? No.
Right. I think there's a time and place for it. Let's face it.
Especially if I like the music, but I don't like your political views.
Right.
I don't want to hear it.
Right. I don't want to hear it. And I am not one that, you have a different viewpoint than I, so I will not talk to you, whether it's, following a music person or a friend or whatever.
No, I have a lot of friends. Yeah.
We can share our differences of opinion and whatnot. I think that's part of being an adult.
I agree. I mean, I think we talked kind of about this in the past, but I think because we don't talk politics, right?
Right.
But there's only been a couple of occasions where I've actually deleted people off of my social media. And it was only because I have a lot of people that don't agree with me or have different, viewpoints. And I keep them on and I read them and I respect them and I'll like them every now and then. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But there are a couple that take it to a whole other level. And what I mean is that they are name calling, they're being very vulgar and nasty, like hateful.
Right. I don't like that.
Those are the people I have deleted.
Exactly.
I've only done it a couple times. And, even during election years are always the worst on social media. Right. And even during the election year, I will read everybody's viewpoint. I think that's a good thing to do. Right. But I can't stand that hateful stuff.
Honestly, me too. And I think it's happening a lot more social media wise because let's face it, the celebrities, the politicians that we have standing up there representing us or whatever, they have gotten nasty. They, it's name calling back and forth. It doesn't matter what political party you come from. It has happened from both sides.
Right.
And then it has been trickling off into the celebrities that follow and that support each political side. And it's, again, mudslinging back and forth. Yeah. And I don't have the tolerance for that.
Right.
Act like adults,
The political landscape has gotten so dramatic that now TMZ, I know we just talked about TMZ, but TMZ has TMZ in DC now, and they're like talking to senators and people
that they never did before. TMZ was like a rag, like what do they call it? Like
a tabloid
and all of that. That's how they started out. Like, and that can't be. TMZ cannot start being a source for news. Like, that's just insane.
But they are.
I know. That is just insane to me.
And then I was watching recently because they, this Samantha Guthrie's mother was kidnapped.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes, that whole
and
stuff
they got the ransom letter went to TMZ. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like they are a legit news source now.
I guess.
But it's the landscape has changed. That's all I'm saying. Like,
right. No, it is.
I just think that that's how politics now is folding into celebrity, right?
Right. And it's just not good.
It's weird.
Not good.
It's weird.
I mean, so let's keep going here. Reality TV performed by relationships,
Okay, first of all, I love reality TV, but I don't love the relationship stuff. Like I'm not watching all the love stuff, like Love is Blind and all those. I'm watching the competition shows. You know what I mean? Like I like, Big Brother and The Challenge and The Traitors and Survivor.
I've seen Traitors. I haven't seen Survivor in a long time. I think
50's coming out.
I know Zach Brown makes an appearance, so I'll watch that.
Oh, okay.
I have seen the Kardashians.
Me too. Oh, sorry.
The Real Housewives. I don't watch any of those. Because
they're on the Traitors, though.
They are on the Traitors.
I know some of them because they're on the Traitors.
Yes.
I like Jersey Shore still.
Oh, is that on TV still?
Yeah. They're all grown up now. It's called Jersey Shore Family Vacation.
Oh my gosh, what do you know? I don't watch The Bachelor or any of that, Sex Island, like
me either. Like I never have.
Right. I don't get into all that. I mean, I've watched the Housewives show. Honestly, I watch it because I don't have to use a brain cell. When I am just spent in my real life, I just watch that because I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, I'm no judgment about the Housewives. I'm guessing from what I've seen on the Traitors that it's pretty entertaining, but I don't know because I've never watched them.
Yeah. But yes, and I've watched the Traitors. I mean, I do kind of like that. Somebody gets murdered. I really like that. I mean, that would be fun to be the traitor.
But some of these shows, they're not even pretending to be real anymore. You know what I mean? They're calling it reality. Yes.
It's a branding. How do I get the most screen time? How, that's what it's all becoming.
Yeah. And people fall in love in 6 days with cameras and a producer. Like, how?
Exactly.
Yeah. No. I mean, seriously, I've seen people cry. Like on Big Brother too. Now they're living together in a house but somebody gets voted off the first week and people are crying. And I'm like, you didn't even know that person 6 days ago.
Right.
And I don't know what it's like to be in a house with just these people, but I can't imagine that I'm going to be bawling my eyes out a week later.
I mean, would we behave differently if our lives were filmed 24/7?
Oh, no. No, I'd be the same.
I don't know.
I probably would do my hair a little bit more or put on
shower more. I mean, I'm in sweats right now in yoga pants.
I probably wouldn't wear my pajama pants to work if I was.
I mean, are we romanticizing chaos?
My pink pajama pant bottoms, Pink the singer.
Yes.
And my black blouse because I'm on...
My legs are under the desk and the camera's on me
today. Heaven forbid I have to get up on camera because you see,
right.
My pajamas with all the pink album covers on them.
Exactly. There you go. I mean, I feel like love in itself is becoming more content. Like it's just, and I feel like it gives off false reality about love and relationships, right?
Right.
Like everybody, this is, all, I really don't like the word soulmate because I think that it has become, one of those romanticized fairy tale things. You see it on TV, they're like, oh, I know he's my soulmate. I'm like, I just want to vomit right now. Wow. Like, I mean, I believe that there's a person out there for everybody, but
I do not. I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
I think there could be. But
I'm joking. No, I'm joking. But so on the subject of soulmate, I just don't think everybody always equates that to love, and I don't like a romantic love.
Right.
And I don't necessarily think a soulmate is always a romantic partner.
Right.
I do believe there's somebody that you're well matched with.
I do too, and then it could be a friend and it could be a significant other romantic connection. But I just don't like that term. I really just don't like that term.
I hear
because
you.
I feel like it plays into this whole romanticizing, and that's what people think it is. And that's not real life. Like real life, you're not falling in love with somebody in 10 days and then getting married. Like that's just not real life, Yeah. And thinking that's your soulmate. Oh, I know I've wanted to marry you since the moment I want to vomit. That's why I can't watch The Bachelor or shit like that. I just can't do it.
I used to say that about my husband. I'm not going to lie. I agree. I met him in Vegas, and we went to we were in our young 20s, and we went to McDonald's as a group. It wasn't just me and him for breakfast. And he ordered the exact same breakfast that I did. And nobody orders it.
Are you sure sausage McMuffin with egg?
No, it's an egg.
No.
No, I'm going to tell you, an egg McMuffin without egg.
Oh, why would you order?
Because it's Canadian bacon, cheese, and a muffin. Oh. And he ordered that. And I was like, oh my God, you ordered what I normally get. Everybody always used to make fun of me. So that was that. And then we talked.
And you're soulmates because you guys don't eat egg. Yeah. I mean, let's wait. Let's stop here.
And then we talked the rest of the time we were in Vegas. And then I thought, oh, let's get married.
Wow.
And then we went back to Vegas. Well, we moved in within 6 months, and we went back to Vegas within 8 months
and got married.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess in my 20s, I did believe in it, and I thought I had married my soulmate. But that person that I thought was my soulmate destroyed me. So I no longer believe in soulmates.
So we're jaded. You see what I'm saying?
We're jaded.
I'm telling you, we're telling stories about how we believed that in our 20s. We shouldn't discourage women from believing that. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't. I believe that there's always a person. I want people and younger women to realize that, I don't know, don't always put all of your eggs in one basket. I mean, it's just oh, it's my soulmate. Just really think about it. It's not supposed to go 10 days,
Yeah.
I mean, it can. It can. I'm not saying it can't, but, I don't know. I feel like that term just puts too much pressure on
I
things.
agree with you. So what you're saying, Terry, is that all the young women should just slut it up.
Maybe. I'm going to go with that. But let's go back. We've digressed.
We got way off topic.
Off topic.
Let's imagine. By the way, we don't mean any of that, just so you know.
Okay. Imagine filming your worst argument and posting it. I mean, we never used to do that. We used to hide that stuff.
Right, but now it's monetized. So, how much am I going to get paid to post it?
Right. We got into an argument. How much are we going to get paid to show that?
Oh my God.
And whatnot, right? And I am one. Again, I'll watch The Housewives and they will get into some shit. And I'm like, when is the next episode on? Because I want to see it. Who goes over the edge of the boat. Somebody's going over and I want to see who it is. So I'm one of those people. But because I'm not using my brain cells, I'm not worrying about things going on in my life.
No, I agree. I think that is really the attraction of reality TV for sure. I mean, I love it. I don't watch the love shows because,
I don't either. Oh,
I also don't believe that you could fall in love in 10 days. I also don't. But but I do get really addicted to this.
Right.
But some of it is scripted, right?
Right. Oh, some of it. I think a lot of it is.
Yeah.
Along with not only, let's not just talk about scripted stuff, right? Filters.
Oh.
That's the new beauty standard, right?
Yeah, it's the filters are out of control. I mean, it's just too much.
Right. I don't even know people's real skin looks like, or you don't even recognize them in real life. Like,
this is what its skin looks like.
Yeah, my what the fuck lines right here. Then you know, I go to the esthetician and she's just like, we've got this for that. I'm like, those are my what the fuck lines, and I cannot get rid of them. Well, they will always be there.
It's crazy. But how about that teenagers are getting preventative procedures? Women in their 40s are filtering themselves into 22-year-olds.
Right. And here's my question. Like, is it empowering really, or is it exhausting? Like, to me, that's exhausting try to make make myself look like what I don't look like.
I agree. I think exhausting is the answer to that for sure.
Right. I mean, my phone, like it instantly, like some of those apps will instantly start filtering you, right? Yes. So they instantly want to erase the lines on the face. I earn those fucking what the fuck lines. All the shit that I've been put through. My ex alone. What the fuck? Those lines are there. I earned them.
I mean, I get it too. I've been guilty of using them here and there, but is this self-expression or is it self-rejection is the question.
Right. You know, I was talking about this. I was on a car trip recently, and one of the things we were talking, yeah. And we were talking about this, like, and the filters and women wanting to look younger. And I think to myself, why is that? Like, why do people that I know who are my age are trying desperately to look like they're 30 in these pictures when I know they don't look that way, you know, whatever.
In real life,
but then I feel like in society in general, in the United States specifically.
Everywhere, I think.
Well, no, in the United States specifically, because I don't think this happens as much as everywhere else. We tend to throw away our older people, throw them into nursing homes, throw them into this. You know, we push them aside because they're old and whatever, where other countries kind of respect their elders.
I see what
and they, whatever. So I feel like as a society in general in the US, they're trying to look younger because we don't want to be tossed aside. We don't want to be rejected. And I think that is why it is so bad. Yes, it's used all over the world, but I think it's really high here because of that reason.
Yeah, no, I get your reasoning. I just think, like, aren't we redefining that though a little bit? Because I know that's how it was, but like, look at Betty White, who worked till she was just like 100. You know what I mean? And like, just because you're older doesn't mean that you should be thrown away. You know what I mean?
No, but I feel like that because, and I only know this. Again, like I have clients who are older, you know, and they're excited. I am there. I go to their homes to do their hair. They are thrilled to see me. And a lot of them are like, oh yeah, I haven't seen my kids in this and I haven't seen them there. And because they're too busy. They've got this, they've got that. Yeah. Like it just, they're pushed aside as they get older. And I just feel in general, especially here in the US, that it is still very prevalent.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, look at actresses. Like, they think 35 is too old for some actresses.
Yeah, that's
crazy. So, I mean, it's
crazy.
That getting older, or like some of the actresses, or it's not even the actresses, it's the actors. One person is going to come to my head, Kenny Rogers.
Yeah.
He was always a very good looking man. When he got older, he had whatever face done.
Oh God, I hate that.
It looked horrible. It didn't even look like him anymore.
No.
There's nothing wrong with aging gracefully.
I agree with you. I do agree with you.
And I feel like, you know, like you mentioned, like the younger kids now are doing preventative work, getting Botox at 12 and, you know, and getting the skin creams and putting the laser stuff. You have nothing to laser off your fucking face, little one. Like, just back off, you know? But I will say, I mean, my mom told me, and I am grateful that my mom taught me to use moisturizer at a younger age. Like, just start now. And using moisturizer, that's all I've never had work done on my face. And I do, you know, not to toot my own horn, but people are like, they can't, when they are like, oh, do you have kids? And I tell them I have 2 grown kids, almost out of college. They can't believe it, you know?
Right.
And that it's just moisturizer. That's all. Just moisturizer. You don't need all the extra stuff, little ones. That's all I'm saying.
Well, let's talk about AI.
All right. Yeah. Let's talk about AI.
It's a huge subject. And
it is.
What's real anymore, right? Like, what is it?
Right. I mean, let's talk about it. Things are like we mentioned earlier, like there's videos out there. You don't even know if it's real or not.
I know those deepfake videos, they scare me sometimes.
They do.
Because you're like, I believe them sometimes too. And I'm like, oh, look at this little cat snuggling up to a lion.
It's not being eaten. Look at that. I'm going to cry.
Look at this lion who's a friend with this doe.
Who showed up in this suburban backyard at the back door.
Listen, my mind just wants to believe what it wants to believe.
Well, I mean, not only that, but the voice cloning.
Yes.
Like the new fake news clips. How do we know that, this politician said that? Like you can make anyone say anything now.
Yes. Trust used to be assumed. Now it needs to be verified.
Everything needs to be verified.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You can't. I mean, and how do you raise kids in this time? Like we didn't have to worry about this,
Yeah.
Like how do you even raise kids and how do you teach them to be discerning, like how does that happen?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think you just have to, they're going to be more educated on AI than we are. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
my son's anti-AI. I know more about it than he does.
Okay.
He refuses to use it and he lectures me about using it.
But the younger generation, okay, so he might be, but
not gonna lie.
The younger generation, as they're coming up, this is normal for them. Just like, Atari was normal for us.
I want my Atari back. One joystick, one button. It was so nice. Life was simple.
It was. I love that.
That's all. But I mean, eventually we adapted to email. We adapted to social media.
Right.
I guess we'll adapt to this too.
Yes.
I'm going to, nod to us Gen Xers. I mean, we are good to adapting to shit, right? We're resilient. We can come back. Again, I know more about AI than my younger kid. I'm a Gen Xer. Right. I feel like we have to know more about it. Yes. Otherwise, we are going to be like lemming and just follow things around that aren't even true, right?
Yeah. I mean, I use a lot of AI for work, to, make my presentations to make especially if it's a customer service issue, I make sure I use it in my emails. You know what I mean? I think there is value in AI if it's used properly.
Right.
But that's the question, right? You have people
who aren't.
Yes.
I mean, again, using, voices, somebody's voice and just putting it out. And how do we know they actually said that?
It's crazy though. It's crazy because think about as Gen X, I just have to say it. So we had the start of video games, which was the Atari, and then it transitioned into like virtual reality stuff there, right?
Yeah, that's where we're at now.
And then we had computers, DOS programs, where you had to put in the long formats to get anywhere. Remember?
Oh, yes. And the floppy disk. Do you remember floppy disk?
For sure.
What was the Oregon Trail?
I don't know what the Oregon Trail is.
Oh my gosh, that was the game, and you died.
You had to type. What you
were going to do next. Yeah. And then you ended up dying of the flu.
Right, crazy. But then we've transitioned through all of it, right? And I think that we are a resilient bunch, right? Because we just kind of accept. And you said we adapt, and we did. We adapted, and I think that's why it's not hard for us to learn. But I do remember when my daughter was 3, you know what I mean? And we had one of those big PCs at the house, and she got on it. She already knew how to work a computer. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it was like second nature to her just to go on PBS Kids and play all the kid games.
Right.
And I just thought, wow, that's really interesting because today, the babies that are born today are going to have a whole elevated experience with computers and AI. It's crazy.
It is. I mean, to go along with that, like, again, I see clients at their homes, not only older people, but little ones, and the 18-month-old who wants to, play on the mom or dad's phone while they're getting their hair cut. They're like, just give me the phone, right. Mom's trying to find it and they're crying. I want my show. And they're like, push that. I'm like,
oh my God.
Just hand over the phone. Like,
it's crazy.
Don't even bother.
It's crazy.
It's like they're coming out of the womb knowing how to do it.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's just amazing.
Yeah. So like fame is a life goal. This too always gets me because every fall, you see all the cute little pictures of the kids going back to school and they all hold their like little boards and I'm this, and I want to grow up to be a YouTube influencer.
Right. Well,
when
did I want to be famous become a normal answer to anything?
Right. I mean, we used to want to be doctors, teachers, athletes,
actresses. That's what I was going to be. Now I want to be an influencer. That's
an
crazy.
Influencer. Right. And when did privacy become like a weakness?
I know. And when did documenting your entire life become mandatory?
Right. It's like fame is the new currency here. Like the more famous you are, the more you get, right?
Well, I think we often confuse attention with worth as well, because especially these people that are saying that they want to become influencers, I guess the more attention you get, the more you're worth. So,
right. Yeah. I mean,
that's a dangerous feeling.
It is. What happens when your identity becomes your product?
Yeah.
And what if something happens? Like, like what if you were in a car accident and like, then what? Then what happens? Like,
I know, it's scary.
You don't have to perform, your life to prove that it matters, that your life matters, that you matter. I agree.
It's just, I agree. I wish more people would. That's what I'm afraid of, right? I wish more people would believe that, because I think there's so much emphasis on it. And like, you could become rich if you're an influencer. And this seems like an easy way out to a lot of the young people. It's scary.
Again, when I want to be a YouTuber, what's a YouTuber? Like, what is that?
Crazy.
Yeah. So let's do some rapid fire. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Let me ask you the first one.
Okay.
Would you ever go on a reality TV show?
Absolutely.
Which one?
Big Brother. I would say Survivor, but I'm afraid of spiders.
I would be too afraid to eat the weird shit they have to eat.
I wouldn't mind eating the weird shit as long as it's not a spider, or as long as it's dead. I couldn't eat it. I would die. I would literally
I would just be like, give me the rice.
I would be like, I'll starve for I could afford to lose a few more pounds.
It's only 30 days out here.
All right. Here's my question to you.
Yes.
Would you date someone with 500,000 followers?
No. No.
That's too much pressure, right?
It's too much pressure.
I feel like.
And, honestly, what kind of, forgive me, anybody, but are they too narcissistic? Like, because they've got 500 followers. They're looking for, they need that attention.
500,000 followers.
500,000. It's even worse. 500,000. I mean, are they? Yeah, no. No, the answer is no. Okay. How about you? Would you film your child's life for money?
No, but I would film my dog's life for money.
I am, again, as you know, Sandy, and as my significant other knows, I'm obsessed with this account about these horses and calves having babies. Yes. And it's on full watch. I'm checking in every time. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I've said to you, we gotta find, I'm like, I've got my puppy, but we're not having babies. Like, you got to figure something out to do with this dog. We got, because I am obsessed.
Yeah.
With the full watch right now.
Yeah, I love it. All right, let me ask you one.
Yes.
Would you trade privacy for financial freedom?
How much privacy?
Oh, you give it up completely for financial freedom. You have to trade it up completely.
No, that's a hard one.
Yeah.
Because honestly, financially, I could help other people with that.
Yes, but you have no privacy at all. You're okay with that. I see it.
No, I'm not. Like, I don't know. I'm on the fence about that.
Yeah, that one's a hard one. That one's a hard one.
Yeah. Would you post your lowest moment?
I'm going to say no. I wouldn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. So I guess I couldn't trade my privacy for financial freedom.
No, I couldn't do it because I try, even if I'm talking about my lowest moment, I try to do it in a more calm. I just can't be that vulnerable. I can't do it. I can't even do that in real life, be vulnerable like that.
Right. Yeah, no, I can't either. Yeah. And also, I think giving up your pride, it might be lonely because maybe, other people in your life don't want to be
right.
exposed.
Right, they don't want to be right. So if you're filming everything,
right, then they're, and I don't want to be lonely. I think it becomes lonely then,
Yeah.
It's your turn. Let's hear what you have to say.
Yeah. Okay, roadies, let's talk. Let's turn it to you. Is the world getting faker or are we just more aware? What's one trend that you may secretly love? What's one that makes you uncomfortable? Would you give up your privacy to be an influencer? Jump on the chat boards. Let us know at newroadsnewrules.com and continue that conversation in the community and let us know. And I want to see what you guys have to say about it.
Yes, please. Yeah, we're anxious to hear your side. So let's move to the rule of the week.
And now it's time for the rule of the week.
What is it this week, Sandy?
Okay, so here's the rule. You don't have to go viral to matter.
No, you don't. We know that personally.
Ask us. We have not gone viral and we don't care.
We don't care.
We matter to our, however many people, whether it's
and it's 10, growing
20, slowly. Whether it's 10, 20, 50, 200, it doesn't matter. We just like talking to you. So we don't need to go viral to matter.
And we like talking to each other.
Yes. And we'll record it every time.
Every time. All right, guys. Have a great week.
Yes. Thanks, Terry, for this topic. It was really fun.
I know it was fun, wasn't it?
And everybody, will see you next time.
But you're my bestie for life.